Hi, I'm Alex Morris.
I'm Briellen Turton. My name is Pip Edwards. And welcome to Chefs in the Raw,
The show where we bring together leading chefs
and health professionals to share their passion for plant-based foods.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another Kitchen Quickies with Alex. I'm Alex, and here's a Kitchen Quickie. We've been led into the kitchens here at Cafe Noah, and we're gonna make a really simple cucumber dish. It's gonna be a salad, just with some very simple ingredients. Some good cucumbers, a bit of spice, a lot of love, and that's where we're gonna start. So, 2 cucumbers, I'm just gonna cut the ends off, and then we're gonna cut them lengthways, so you get a nice big bite of cucumber in every bite. I'm gonna cut them into quarters, and then something interesting is, the cucumbers have this big kind of line of seeds in the middle. They're kind of spongy, they're kind of bitter, really watery, so we're gonna get rid of them. Lay the cucumbers down, all like so, and then one by one, just take the knife, take out those watery kind of bitter seeds. They're not that fun, they don't really add much, and they just add a lot of water to the dish, so you end up with like a soupy kind of consistency afterwards. So to keep the cucumbers nice and vibrant, take out those seeds, really quick, mind your fingers, and I'll just do the next one as well. Into quarters, and then if you're fancy, you can do a couple at once. I am fancy, so I'm gonna do 4. And then just cut them into nice strips, like that, really pretty. Now, the next thing we need to do is to get a bit of spice going on. And what we're gonna use is a really Nepalese ingredient, one of my favorites, green chilies. So the thing with chilies is you never really know how hot they're gonna be. So what I like to do, have a bite, see what happens. That one right there, not too bad. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the whole one, and I'm gonna split it down the middle. We're not gonna eat the whole chili, we're just gonna infuse the oil with it. So I'm gonna cut, oh, hey, that chili's repeating on me. It's actually a little hotter than I thought it was. I'm gonna take that chili and split it down the middle like this. Everyone's laughing at me. Just to show them, I'm gonna have some more, because I'm a savage, all right? So I've cut that chili down the middle, and we're gonna use that to make a really nice flavored oil with a few of these spices. And now we're gonna go over to the stove. If you wanna come over here, come with me. So, now I've got my voice back. We're gonna be getting back into toasting some spices and a little more of that lovely chili for the flavored oil for our cucumber salads. And the first few are gonna be really interesting savory spices. Fenugreek is the first one, something that not many people know about, and it's a really, you know, I'm gonna use the word savory a lot because that's what this whole salad is. They're earthy, savory, spicy, warming. And the funny thing about dried spices is that they don't smell of much right now, but they really come to life when you toast them and add some heat. So I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of like a neutral oil, and that's been on the heat for a couple minutes so it's nice and hot. And I'm gonna start adding spices to wake them up, not only to get the spices tasty of more, but to get the oil tasty of more as well. And that's gonna just create this amazing dressing. It's gonna be warm, soak into those spongy cucumbers and make an amazing dish. So, as I said, fenugreek is gonna go in. This is quite a big seed, so it needs to toast for longer. So I'm gonna use about half a teaspoon of that one. Cumin seeds, one would be very familiar with. I love to use the whole seed rather than the ground one for a dish like this, just get a nice crunch when you fry it. So I'm gonna use a teaspoon of the cumin there as well. Mustard seeds as well. Mustard seeds, classic curry ingredient. Don't really taste that much like mustard at this stage. Once again, just gonna add a spiciness, a little pop of flavor every time one of these goes into your mouth. And that's gonna be a teaspoon of them as well. And then for more crunch and an amazing nuttiness, some sesame seeds. So we want a lot of these, a whole tablespoon of sesame seeds going into that flavored oil. And this whole kitchen is just starting to smell really fragrant, really amazing. And these seeds are just starting to pop and do their thing. And within the next couple of minutes, they'll taste and smell really amazing. Now our old friend, the old green chili, he's coming back into action. We're gonna put its seeds down into the pan there. And you can hear that pop and sizzle. That chili is just gonna start adding a little more heat to that pan, a little more oomph. And that's gonna go along with some chili powder as well. So this is just gonna be a little pinch, like, you know, a quarter teaspoon just going in there, along with some turmeric, which is, we've seen it a few times today. Turmeric is just the most amazing spice, both for color, for flavor, for health. We're gonna put about a teaspoon in there. Anytime you're toasting anything or frying anything for that matter, make sure you don't put your fingers in the oil firstly, because goodness gracious me. Then you want to add some salt. Salt just brings out flavor. Couple pinches of salt. You can give it another 30 seconds just to get everything infused. If you take these spices too far, they get really bitter. So there's a fine line where they get golden, they get fragrant, and then at that point, we're nearly there. Just leave it right on the edge. The thing with cooking with spices is the flavor is really just on the edge of burning stuff. So you take it as far as you're confident, and now that that pan is lovely and fragrant, be very careful. Pour it into a bowl, take it off the heat. Actually popping mustard seeds in my face, but you can tell how cool that is. And I'm gonna take this over, dress the cucumbers while it's still warm to make just an amazing dish. And yeah, let's head on over. Okay, now we're back at the bench with the two main elements for our salad ready. We have our cucumbers sliced up and ready to go, and then our beautiful flavored oil, which is still warm, but it's cooled down a little bit. All those flavors are still infusing, and it's just gonna be epic. So we're gonna put it all together. There's one last thing we need to do. So we got oil, we got spice, we got heat. We need now some acid. So I'm just gonna use a lemon. You can use lime as well. One little trick with your lemons, I'm sure I've showed you before. Put some pressure on it, roll it on the bench before you slice it. That way you break all the cells inside and it gives you a lot more juice when you actually squeeze it. So I'm gonna take my cucumbers and then squeeze through your fingers so you catch all the seeds and squeeze about half a lemon into there. Then what we wanna do is throw in our beautiful oil. So I'm gonna pour in the oil, seeds, chilies and everything. And then with a pair of clean hands, make sure the oil's cooled down enough. You're gonna start tossing this up, just to get all that cucumber dressed in all the goodness. And then what you wanna do, add in a little pinch of salt. So dry the old hands off. Cucumbers are a famously bland ingredient, but when you add some stuff to them, some salt, some acid, some spice, they're amazing. They suck it up so well. So they'll need a good generous pinch of salt just to make it really pop. And then you can toss it up like a legend. You might wanna have a little taste of a piece of cucumber just to make sure it's good. We'll go a little bit more salt and even a little bit more of that chili powder. That's the way I like it. And that right there, ready for plate up. Really, really simple salad. So we'll plate it up now. Right, so it's a really simple dish to plate. I've got a lovely white plate to show off the amazing vibrant colors of this dish. So I'm gonna grab the cucumbers first and I'm gonna kind of stack them up as best I can. Try to get a bit of height, the flavors and the textures going in different directions. Lay them over each other. And then what we're gonna do, it already looks so good. I'm gonna save these chilies for last, lay them over the top, look at that. And then a couple more little flourishes. So a tiny bit of that oil, sprinkle over the top. Then I'm gonna put a lemon wedge, just on either side if anyone wants a little more. And then for some color, pop more chili powder and a pop more of turmeric. And I think that looks absolutely sensational. Oh my goodness.
I think that looks pretty sensational as well. What have you got here?
Thank you so much, Brie. Yeah, Nepalese cucumber salad. Nice and simple, a few spices, lots of lemon, bit of chili.
And you've managed to dress up what is sometimes considered a really bland vegetable.
Yeah, well that's what's cool about it. Like cucumber, not famously a most interesting vegetable.
No, it's not.
But it sucks up flavor so well. So it's such a good carrier for spices, for lemon, for chili.
That is excellent. Yum.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I'm pretty into it. I'll try a bit.
Here you go. You're right. It's actually soaks in the flavour that you've used, so it's just really delicious.
A bit less boring, as you would say.
Yeah.
But cucumbers, no, it's a good dish. You imagine that just for something cooling and crunchy on the side of a hot curry.
Yum.
Really simple dish with really easy ingredients.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Well, that's a kitchen quickie with Alex, and we'll see you next time.